No clouds in the sky. What, Meg? What? Do you like the view too? It's a nice day out today. Cut that from this handle. Ew. Yeah, it hurts. It hurts. Can this axe do anything you want it to do? Hey guys, Lone Hawk from Knife Guys Review. This time reviewing the SOG fasthawk. This axe is amazing. I love it. It's my favorite axe right now. And the reason why I say right now is because they'll probably sometime in the future come out with something a little better than this. But right now this is my favorite one, and it's the one I most recently acquired. There is one major downside to this, and I'm sure there's plenty other people that will tell you this. Yep, the handle. The grip is very bad. Well, it's not very bad. It's not what it should be. That's why I put this lanyard on here, just so I can get a better grip, so it doesn't come flying out of my hands and end up hitting somebody. So the construction on this is really good. You can tell there's a steel band here, and then there's metal out here on the outside, so it doesn't mess up the handle when you miss whatever you're chopping at. So it doesn't hit the handle here. So you have about, what is that, like 4 or 5 inches? I'd say 4 inches from the handle piece here to the end there, where you have a spot where you can have, there's room for air, is what I'm trying to say. So this is useful for many things. I happen to have the package here, and right here the package says the SOG fasthawk is lighter, faster, and more agile and easier to carry than its sibling, the tactical tomahawk. This is not to say it is still powerful, versatile, and functional. It is a tool that can be used for much more than you might anticipate. Chopping, breaking, cutting, hammering, piercing, digging, prying, pounding, shaving, notching, opening, and throwing are all capabilities well within the fasthawk's reach. Well, I have to say that they were right, because I've done pretty much every single one of those things with this. I've pried rocks in the dirt while I'm digging with it. I've chopped off roots, even hitting a couple rocks with this. Still sharp, by the way. It's really versatile. And there's many uses for it. I suggest that if you don't have one of these and you're outside all the time like I am, go pick yourself up one of these. You probably won't regret it. And remember that with all SOG products, there's a warranty. This is no different. So as long as you keep your receipt, you can send it back to SOG with your receipt, and they will send you a new one. Hammering. I have tried hammering with this. It's kind of jimped there a little bit, you can see. It works okay, not the best, and you can tell how there's more metal on this side than there is on this side. So when you're kind of hammering, you kind of hit the nail, then it kind of wants to bend that way a little bit. So then you're trying to compensate by moving over and hitting on the blade, which it's something you can learn not to do, but it's tough for me right now. By the way, how sweet does this thing look? I mean, this thing is so cool looking, especially with these holes right there. They make it cooler and more lightweight, which is great because, I mean, this thing weighs 19 ounces, which is a good weight for an axe. You might find one that weighs less. It's probably going to be a hatchet. You're probably not going to find a medium-size one-hander this size, which it is overall total thing is the thing is 12.5 inches. It's a good length, especially for one-handed. Like I said, I mean, you're not going to be using two hands with this thing, obviously, but yeah, so I said I put this lanyard on here. I did because the handle. I mean, the handle is made out of fiberglass nylon. I don't know. I mean, I got that from SOG's website. I don't know if they mean FRN or whatnot, but whatever the handle is, it's made out of a good material. It's just the grip they do here. I mean, they need to do a better job on it. My scale on this, what I would rate it is a 9. Mainly just because of the handle. Everything else, though, I mean, if the handle was the grip was a lot better and it didn't cause things like that to happen, I would rate it a 10. But right now, because that's not the case, it's a 9. The steel on this is 420. Decent steel. I mean, it's certainly not the best. I mean, I know there's better steels out there. But when it came to me, it was sharp, and right now it's still adequately sharp, so that's good. I've used it for throwing. I'm not the best thrower. I've got it stuck in a couple trees, which is good, which means I'm getting the tip of it here, or the point here is getting stuck in a tree. I have gotten the point stuck a couple of times, which is good. It's just really cool just to throw it and get it stuck in a tree. It's ultimately satisfying. But so yes, this axe is actually very tactical. I would say, I mean, this is going to sound weird, but I would say that it is a tactical camp axe, and mainly because it is tactical because it can be used in warfare, and it's a camp axe because it can do many other things other than warfare. And when you get an axe like that, I mean, you really can't argue with any of the designs in it. I mean, I am saying I don't like the handle. I mean, the grip is not the greatest, and I know there's better grips out there. But with the lanyard hole, I mean, and you put a lanyard on there, it works really good. I mean, although if you're chopping someplace where you're worrying about other guys being there, I mean, maybe you shouldn't be using the lanyard, because then put your hand through it and say a guy shows up. I mean, this is a really weird circumstance, but a guy shows up and you want to throw it at him, you're going to have to get your hand out of the lanyard. So, I mean, I'm just saying, be smart with your use. If that's what you're using it for, don't be overly safe with it. Don't be underly safe with it. But yeah, anyways, I love this axe. It's my favorite right now. I have a adequate collection. I know other guys have bigger collections, and I know other guys only have 1 or 2 axes, but so I have a fairly big collection. I mean, like I said, there's more people out there that have ginormous, like 1,000 axes or whatever. Mine is nowhere near close to that. But Yeah, I like the construction of this. I don't know what it is. These are torque screws. It looks like they're T8, T9, maybe T10 or T11. I don't know. I can't make up my mind on those. I could measure it. It's just I don't know. Whatever. Anyways, so like I'm saying, this is a really well built axe, and it will pretty much do anything you put it to. The MSRP on it is $50. I bought it for $40 at Gainer Mountain. It was kind of a splurge buy, and I know you can buy it for cheaper, but I wanted it, so I grabbed it. And it hasn't failed me yet, and I don't think it's ever going to fail me. If it does, like I said, I got the warranty, so there's no big deal. But so overall, I just really love this axe, and it's not wronged me. The blade length is 2 inches. It's not very long. For what you're using it for, it should be fine. Thickness is about 1/4 inch, 0.26 inches. It's fairly thick, you can see. And on this side, it's also just as thick. So, I mean, it's going to work well. I mean, over here it's a little thinner just because for streamlinedness. But it's going to work very well for you. So I would suggest that you go and pick one of these up sometime. If you see them, go pick it up because you're not going to be disappointed. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this review. This is Lone Hawk from Knife Guys Review, signing off.